Hello friends, today we will discuss the topic Introduction to the Matrices. Basically this topic is designed for the first year student of BSc. So for this topic, let us start our topic. So what is matrix? A matrix is just a rectangular array of items. A typical matrix is a rectangular array of numbers arranged in the rows and columns. So here is the basic thing that when we arrange the numbers in the rectangular form, then that rectangular structure is known as the matrix. Uh, Many of times that shape will be a square. So there are two types uh, regarding to the shapes. So first is rectangular matrix and the another is a square matrix. For the square matrix, moreover, we will study in the next slide. This is sizing of matrices. So, by convention of matrices is use the numbers of row m by the number of columns n. So here we see that there are four matrices. The first matrix is A of order 3 by 4, and the another one matrix is B 3 by 3. C is 4 by 2 and D is 1 by 1. So here for the first matrix there is 3 denotes the number of rows. Here these 3 denotes the number of rows and this 4 denotes the number of columns. So this is a rectangular matrix. Here rows and columns are, here see that rows and columns are equal. So this is a square matrix. Here the rows and columns are different. So this is a rectangular matrix, and here rows and columns are again equal. So we can say that D is a square matrix. So next. So types of matrices. So basically from the square matrix, diagonal matrix is a square matrix whose non-diagonal entries are equal to 0. So here we see that capital A is a square matrix and whose diagonal entries are 2, 3, 4 and completely non-zero. So for the diagonal entries non-zero, we construct another one matrix known as a scalar matrix, which we will see in the next slide. So now go for the next matrix, that is symmetric matrix. If A is equal to Aij of order m cross n is said to be symmetric if Aij is equal to Aj for all Ij. Also we can make the same definition for the skew symmetric matrix, but condition is changed now. Only Aij is equal to minus Aj. Now, just a moment ago we discussed that concept, a square matrix, where we see that the number of rows is equal to number of columns. So B 3 by 3 is a square matrix. Now the vector is an m cross n matrix where either m or n is equal to 1 but not both 1. So here we see that this X matrix have order 4 by 1, contains 4 rows and 1 column. So this X is a vector, and also instead of X we change some order and construct a new matrix. So Y of order 1 by 3. So here again Y is a vector. So just for the second one side, we discuss that the diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrix and scalar matrix are um, approximately same, but the conditions are different for the both matrices. So the scalar matrix is basically a square matrix whose off diagonal elements are 0 and all on diagonal elements are equal. So for diagonal elements, these diagonal elements are different, and for the scalar matrix, these diagonal elements are equal. So it is so it is we can say that every scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, but every diagonal matrix need not be a scalar matrix. In other words, we can say that the scalar matrix is basically a multiple of identity matrix. And this another one remark is identity matrix is a scalar matrix, but every scalar matrix need not be a identity matrix. So another one, the scalar. A scalar is an m cross n matrix whose both m and n are 1. So basically, the scalar matrix is a matrix of order 1 cross 1 is known as the scalar matrix. So next matrix is 0 matrix. A matrix with all entries are 0 is known as the 0 matrix. Here we see that this matrix O of order 3 by 2 has all entries 0. So we can say that it is a 0 matrix. Identity matrix, it is a scalar matrix whose diagonal elements are ones. Here we see that this is a scalar matrix. All entries are equal, diagonal elements are equal, and all diagonal elements are ones. So this is identity matrix. Matrix rank it plays the crucial role in matrix theory. So just discuss the small amount of matrix rank. Matrix rank, the rank of matrix is the maximum number of linearly independent vectors, either row or column in a matrix. So full rank, a matrix considered a full rank when all vectors are linearly independent. So matrix rank and full rank are totally depends on the independence of vectors and the linearly independent of vectors. Now we go for the transposing a matrix. So matrix transposing means we have to transpose the rows and columns. Means in another sense we can say that we have to just interchange the rows and columns of a matrix, and if the first matrix is of order m cross n, then after interchanging or after taking transposing, the new matrix will be of order m cross n. Here we see that, for example, here we see that this order of matrix of order 4 by 1, and if we convert, if we take its transpose, so it is converted into 1 by 4, and so this is new matrix. Again, you can see that the next example, this is A of order 3 by 4, and we can construct the element new matrix transpose 4 by 3. Yes, here you can see that radical transposition, how transposition occurs. Okay, so matrix addition. The matrix addition can be added. Matrix addition is always happens for the two matrices of same size. It is the must condition for the addition of matrices. Here we see that this A and B matrices of order of same size. So we can make that addition with corresponding elements. So 1 is added to 5, 2 is added to 6, like this. 3 is added to 7, 7 is added to 3 and continuing in this way. So as this way we can make the addition, also the subtraction for the matrices. Now matrix multiplication, we have to make matrix multiplication in two ways: multiplying matrix by a scalar and multiplying matrix by matrix. So first multiplying matrix by a scalar. So here we see that this is A matrix and this is X scalar. So when we multiply a scalar with the matrix, so we have to multiply each entry of matrix by a scalar. So like this, so you will get the same answer: 5, 10, 15, 35, 40, 45. So matrix multiplication. So here is the basic thing, that it is very important thing. The for matrix multiplication, the basic condition is number of columns in capital A equals to the number of rows in capital B. So here are some notes regarding to matrix multiplication. So how the matrix multiplication occurs? Here we see that multiplying matrix by matrix, here we have to multiply this 1 to 5, 2 to 6 and 3 to the 7. So if we multiply these two matrices, we have to compare these number of columns 3 and here number of rows 3. So then we can make the multiplication for these matrices, and resultant matrix should be of order 2 by 2. So A into 2 by 3, B of 3 by 2 is equals to C of order 2 by 2. And we can make the calculation as like here, and so the matrix multiplication occurs. So reducing square matrices, means we have to convert the square matrices into a scalar. Here the first is trace. The sum of the diagonal elements of matrix is a square matrix. See, here we see that this is B of order 3 by 3, and now we are taking the trace of it. So trace of B is equal to 7, 4, 9. So these are addition of the diagonal elements is equal to 20. So this is one of the famous part, reducing square matrix to a scalar. So basically it is known as the volume of the matrix. Only square matrices have a determinant. We cannot take the determinant for rectangular matrices, and determinants are also useful for the inverse of matrix, and the inverse of matrix is totally depends on the determinant. So here we can see that we can take the determinant like this. So determinants means we can take the cross multiplication of the elements. Here we see that this A matrix has a determinant 4, C matrix is of order 2 by 2, so we can take the cross product of elements and we get the determinant. So this is also the another one example of order 3 by 3 matrix, and here we take the determinant like this. Now we are going to the singular matrix. So just a moment ago we discuss or learn about the determinant of matrix. So if the determinant of a matrix is 0, then we can say that it is singular, and if the matrix has a determinant non-zero, it's said to be a non-singular. Now the matrix inverse is known as the division of two matrices, and we can use the formula for the inverse like this. This is matrix 2 by 2, and this inverse 2 by 2 is equals to 1 upon determinant of C into that matrix transpose. So we will continue this topic on our next lecture, and we will see the what is inverse of matrix, and another thing